Bakugou stood in front of the stove, carefully watching the chicken soup that he prepared for you not to burn. Unfortunately, there had been a small flu that had been going around, and you were just one of the lucky victims who caught it. Bakugou could hear you hacking up your entire throat from the kitchen. Though it wasn't his fault that you caught it, he couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt bubble in his stomach as he watched you suffer. You absolutely hated being sick. You were bedridden. You couldn't move, breathe, or barely even feed yourself. Heck, you couldn't even speak without choking up your stomach in a violent fit of coughs. This was hell, and you felt even worse for leaving your boyfriend to put up with your sickly state. The cold towel that was laid against your forehead had now grown lukewarm as your already burning temperature was steadily rising again. Your boyfriend walked back into your shared bedroom, a bowl of freshly made chicken soup, and a few tablets of your medication with a glass of water on a tray. He took a seat on the side of the bed. Katsuki, you whined, barely able to make out his form with your swollen eyes crusted with sleep. I made you chicken soup. It should warm your stomach up. Then take your meds after, he said, setting the tray on the bedside table. I feel so hot, you complained. All you wanted was to push out the blankets and strip yourself of your now sweat-drenched pajamas. But you had little to no energy to do that simple action. Your boyfriend removed the old towel from your forehead, replacing it with the back of his hand. You're running a fever again. Let's check your temperature. Pulling out the thermometer, he placed it near your mouth, and you opened it, allowing him to place the cool metal between your lips. 102, he read out, earning a groan from you. Knowing that your condition became worse put you into even more pain. The ash-blonde sighed, frowning as he looked down at your helpless form. Tears pricked your eyes, your face flushed, and your nose wiggled uncomfortably from the restricting mucus in your airway. You looked so weak and vulnerable. It absolutely broke his heart. You should eat. I'll go get you a cold new towel. But as you got up to leave, you were able to muster up some strength to grab onto his hand. No, don't leave, you whispered, your voice weak. He looked back to you, brows furrowed, and his frown deepening. Stay with me, Katsuki, please. You looked up at him with teary eyes. That look shot him straight in the chest. All he wanted to do was wrap you in his arms and take all of your pain away. A heavy sigh left his mouth, and he returned to your side, still holding onto the hand that stopped him, rubbing light circles on the back of your hand with his thumb. You should eat, he repeats. All you could do was grumble a low hum, nodding in response to his request. keeping your eyes shut, and appreciate the small kinship shared between you and your lover. Everything hurts. You spoke quietly. I know, babe. You should eat. He repeated once more. I can barely move. I know. Can you feed me? He sighs again. Fine. He props up some pillows to support your back. As you slightly sit up to be able to eat properly, he carefully blows at the liquid and feeds you a few spoonfuls. That's nice. Thank you, Katsu. You smile. No problem, babe. Now take your medicine and rest up, so you can get better faster. You hum in agreement to his words, sinking back down into the covers after taking your medication with Bakugou's help, feeling more satisfied with your warm and full belly added to the comfort of your boyfriend. He insisted to be the one to take care of you. After your friends came to check on you, each one of them wanted to help as much as they could, but he insisted to be the one to stay and take care of you. It took a little scaring on his part to make them all go away, but in the end, it did work out. The after effects of the yummy food cooked by your boyfriend and the medicine made your eyelids weigh down as sleep started to take over your form. I'm sorry, Katsu, for making you do all of this and making you worry about me. You whispered tiredly. Don't be sorry, idiot. It's my job to take care of you. What kind of boyfriend would I be if I didn't? A pretty shitty one. He chuckled at your response and leaned in, pressing a sweet kiss to your forehead. You're being on the brink of surrendering to slumber. I love you, idiot. Don't you ever dare forget it. I love you too, Katsu. What would I be without you? You yawned, and before you knew it, you completely fell into a peaceful dreamland.